Tristan, Brother Larry wants to know if you were baptized at the county jail last year.
No, sir, it wasn't last year. I did get baptized up there. It was, what is it, 26? It was before I went to prison.
Last September.
I said it was in 23.
I got the list out there, across where it was, we baptized them up there. There were 27 that day baptized.
Yeah, there was a lot of us.
You remember that?
I remember getting baptized up there, yeah. Back there in the back with the horse straw.
Yep.
I remember.
Me and Michael went baptized.
So y'all, I want y'all to please give Dakota one more round of hands.
Yeah!
Never given a testimony before. There was parts of her life that she just spoke about that I didn't even know. And that just makes her story for me so much more powerful to see where she's came from and where she is now.
Yes.
So the next one that we have coming up is Nook. She asked me if she could do her testimony. I don't know if you ever done yours, but Nook has never done a testimony either. So this is an amazing day, y'all. God is moving in so many ways. So we're going to give McMahon. She comes up.
Okay, y'all. I might get a little, emotional or something, I don't know.
Y'all lady, you ain't even started yet and I already got going.
So when I woke up this morning, I was like, they're having something in Millport. They're having something. I gotta go. The kids are tugging at me to go other places, and I'm like, we're going to stop through there first, and then we'll do whatever. Because I have to tell somebody how good God is to me. He is so good to me, y'all. So in 2015, I met the love of my life. I'm talking about absolutely, when I first seen him, I was like, okay, yeah, that's Christian. Okay, yeah, Christian, yeah, that's my love of my life. And so in 2015, we went through bumps and bruises and bumps and whatever. Well, he had an addiction, and his drug of choice was methamphetamine and then fentanyl, and it was so many times that I would find him like passed out places, like and I would just pray, like, oh my goodness, Lord, please, like I don't know what I would do without this man. Like I can't watch him go through this. Like I have to do something. Like so, I prayed for him more than I ever prayed for myself. Amen. And so on New Year's, he would go to jail, and I would stand beside him. I think Marion County and Lamar County owed me money, but I'm just saying, like, that's how bad. We talked every day on the phone. He went to prison. We talked every day. He was in and out. And in 2022, we got married. And so when we got married, he had 2 kids between 2015 and 2022. So that's how our relationship was. It was rocky. He was more like a best friend to me than anything. So in 2022, we got married in April. Okay, and then about 2 years ago, he was like, I got an idea. And I was like, what? And he said, I'm going to go to California to a new life treatment center. And me, on one side, I was thinking, okay, this stuff is moving for me, but stuff's tugging for him. And I was like, okay, Christian, you sure you want to go all the way to California, Las Vegas, to the Life Treatment Center, and there's stuff here? And he was like, yeah, babe, I'm going to go. I'll be okay, And to me, I was thinking in my heart, yeah, let him go off and adventure. Let him do it on his own. Let him do that. Don't tug at him right here, because every time he would come right here in the facility, he would call me and I would go get him, And I'm thinking like, okay, if he's in California, he's going to be great. He's going to do good. He's going to venture. And he was just doing like so good, y'all. Like I'm talking about to a point where I didn't have to worry about him anymore. Like, and just, I don't know, like about 6 months ago, I was tugging. I was like, I got to join something. So I started joining the group ministry like, what, a year ago? About a year ago. And first when I started going, I was like, is this what it's supposed to be like? Is this what it's supposed to do? I pray at home, I pray here, and I pray there. And I'm like, you've never been, addicted to drugs or anything, but you have had some kind of addiction somewhere along the line. And then I got to thinking, yeah, this is the place for you. Yes. You're going to help your husband this way. You're going to help you this way. God has been so good to me, y'all. He has prepared me for today He's preparing me for the days behind, ahead, and everywhere else. And I just want to let y'all know how good God is to me because April, I have been talking to Christian so strong for like the past 2 months. Like we've been, planning our beach trip. He said he was going to come home and we're going to, basically live. We're going to get back together. We're going to live. We're still married. Like we're going to live. So I talked to him on Easter and I talked to him April 13th was on Monday. We talked all day long. We FaceTime. I'm talking about like he was in a good spirit, y'all. When I say he was in such a good spirit, like he FaceTimed me, his head was bebopping up and down, and I was like, what are you doing? He was like, I'm in California, and I'm riding a bike, like, in town. Like, he was riding a bike. He's like, I'm going to get off of it, and I'm going to show you this bike. And I was like, okay. So he got off, and he showed me the bike. And I was like, okay, be careful. Call me when you get back to the center, because he was at a sober living house. So about, this was like 2 or 3 o'clock. My time, it was before, his time was before. So I went on about my busy little day, and we always talk at nighttime. So about 6:49, he texted me, and he said, what are you doing, wifey? And I didn't see him until 7:09, and I texted him back at 7:09, a picture of me laying across the bed, folding clothes, and I didn't hear anything else from him. So I was like, and this was like April 13th of this year, like a couple days ago. And I didn't hear anything else from him. So I woke up that next morning and I was like, oh, I got to prepare myself because I'm an apartment manager and I've got one building that I have to pray extra hard before I go there. So I was like, okay, I'm just, I was straddled about that and I went to work and I still hadn't got my good morning. Like, what is going on? Like I hadn't heard from him. Like from 6:49, him saying, what are you doing, wifey? From that morning at 11 a.m. I had not heard anything from him. So my friend called and she said, hey, where are you? No, I called her because she had a nerve block. And I called her and I said, are you okay, And she said, yeah. She said, are you? And I said, sure, of course I'm fine. I'm fine, And she was like, Christian's dead. I was like, what? I was like, no. I just talked to him. No, he's not gone. Like, I never thought that I would be able to live without him. I planned his funeral on our anniversary, which was the 22nd, Wednesday. And I buried him yesterday. And I thought that I wouldn't even be able to get up out of bed. I thought that I would have to, be in the bed days and days